What is going on, guys? Chris here, or Haribo41296, and today we have an unboxing from QiYi.com. I'm really excited about this because we have some really awesome puzzles in here. The owner Josh sent me these because he wants me to do kind of a tester video on the new puzzle, the Thunderclap Version 2, and that is actually in here, and we're going to be doing that today. I'm so excited, let's just get into it. Okay, so the first thing we actually have is 5 different types of Let's Cube It lube, all of which are different weights, and I'm going to be doing a separate video on these. Really excited about them. Next up we have the free keychain 3x3, which you'll get with every order. That is awesome. I'm getting quite a collection of these now. We have a whole set of vinyl stickers for the Thunderclap Version 1, which again I'm going to be doing in a different video. We have one of the mini screwdrivers that you use to tension puzzles. That's awesome, that'll come in really handy. We have an X-Man Galaxy Mega Minx. I'm really excited about this, but again, that's going to be in a different video, probably tomorrow. Then finally, the cube that I'm really excited about, we have the Thunderclap Version 2. So let's just get this guy open. I can't wait to see what this puzzle is like. Okay, here it is. Okay, so the puzzle actually comes in a really nice storage case. That's awesome. Okay, so first things first, we have a little bit of grease on the stickers, but that's not a problem. You'll get that with most 3x3s. I'm just going to do a quick comparison of the aesthetics to the version 1. So as you can see, the stickers are quite significantly different. They are fitted to the pieces. We also have the pointed corners on the version 2 to prevent corner twists while you're solving. We also have a kind of octagonal centerpiece because the edges have been rounded off. And that is kind of the case on the version 1, but the sticker is just square. Aside from that, the edges are much more rounded, and you can see that on the stickers. With the version 1, they're a little bit square in the way that they've been sanded, very round on the new version. The stickers on this puzzle kind of look like a cross between the Mo Yu Tang Long and the Guoguan Yu Xiao, which is awesome. I really like the look of this. Okay, so what we've all been waiting for, let's just get into the turning of this puzzle. Okay, whoa. Okay. So this is actually right off the bat really, really nice. Okay, so I don't really know what to compare this puzzle to, but it has a very slick and smooth feeling to it. Feels like it might need a bit of lubrication to speed it up, and it feels like it might need loosening as well. But first things I can tell about this puzzle is it is going to be a pretty fast one. For those of you that have the Thunderclap Version 1, you'll know that it's quite snappy. It is also very slick and smooth, but it tends to lock a little bit, and if you are solving and need a corner cut, it will snap and make that really harsh sound. On the version 2, you can see that it's much more fluid, the movement feels a little bit nicer, and on those corner cuts, you don't get a snap, it's a much more controlled movement, which is going to be a lot nicer for those rough cubers. As I said, it feels like it could need lubrication in order to make it a little bit faster. Maybe you need a low weight just to speed it up a little bit. It feels like it already has quite a gummy feel to it, but this is nice. I like this. So taking a look at the core of the two puzzles, we have the version 1 on the left and the version 2 on the right. And at first glance, you can't really tell any difference between the pieces other than just minor cuts that have been made. As you can see, QiYi has decided to keep the center cap as a whole piece, so you do need to remove a whole layer if you want to tension your puzzle, which is alright. It does prevent center pieces from popping off during solves. It's just a little bit of an inconvenience if you need to tension your puzzle. Again, we don't really have much change between the two pieces at a first glance. The only real differences that I can see are that we have some minor changes in the shapes of the pieces where we have bumps or cuts. As you can see, the torpedo piece has been reduced. It's a little bit thinner now. Perhaps that will stop lockups on the puzzle. We see quite a significant change in the corner pieces though. As I said before, we have the pointed corners which will prevent corner twists while you are solving. The actual corner stalk up here as well is a little bit bigger than it is on the version 1, and as you can see we have some little cuts here. Again, perhaps to make the cube lighter and also possibly to stop lockups on the puzzle. With the two pieces together, as you can see, they slide very nicely. It's a very fluid movement, and that's perhaps why the cube is so smooth. You might be able to see as well, we have a little bit of space between the pieces, and that's what gives it quite an airy sensation when you are solving. The cube doesn't feel tight or bundled together. It's a very nice free movement. As you can see on the version 1, we also have that little bit of space in the middle, but it's nowhere near as much. And even as I'm just moving the pieces like this, I can feel a little bit of catching. That's completely been reduced on the version 2. As I said before, the tensions of this puzzle right out the box are a little bit tight for my liking, but we'll do some corner cutting anyway, just to see how the cube performs. So right off the bat, you can do over 45 degrees with no real difficulty. The corner cutting is phenomenal on this puzzle, and as I said before, it's going to be very handy for those who are rough solvers and can't really do accurate turns. Reverse cuts on this puzzle are really nice. It's almost effortless, and the worst case scenario you're going to get if you overshoot is just a little bit of a lockup before it snaps into place. In my experience, I found that I don't really need corner cutting, but this cube is very forgiving in the way that it turns, and it's very unlikely that you are going to get a lockup because of a layer that won't corner cut. Considering the minor changes in the mechanism, I'm really surprised by just how different the version 2 feels compared to the version 1. I must admit I wasn't really a fan of the Thunderclap version 1, it just wasn't suited to my cubing style, but I feel like this puzzle, the version 2, is definitely a contender for my main speed cube. I feel like with a little bit of tensioning, a little bit of lubrication, this puzzle could indeed be a world-class 3x3. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. This has been an unboxing and kind of first impressions of the QiYi Thunderclap Version 2. I'd just like to say thank you so much to letscubeit.com for letting me test out this puzzle. It's an awesome 3x3, so thank you for sending me that. And you guys, if you haven't already checked out letscubeit.com, go and check it out. It is an awesome cubing store based in the UK, so it ships to the UK and Europe really cheap. You can get your puzzles for really competitive prices. But that's it from me today guys. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, leave a comment below letting me know what you think of the version 2, and then of course subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have an awesome day.